Welcome back, guys. So this is going to be our lesson 9, and if you remember from last time, we did dodge the ball. So the hippo is trying to dodge the ball that we are flying towards it. So start the program, and ball comes and hits the hippo, and we get hits 1, right? So the variable is increasing each time the hippo gets hit, and I can try to dodge it. But you notice this hippo movement is kind of not smooth, right? There's another way we can actually use our arrow keys. So just put them on the side for now, and I will go and get a loop. So we can get this and an if statement. If you remember, we used if in one of our earlier lessons. So if basically needs a condition which can be either true or false. So I can ask which arrow key is pressed. So if up arrow key is pressed, let's go and get the key pressed block. So I will put it here and say if up arrow key pressed, change y by 20. You can just take that block from there and attach it to this place. And similarly, you can put for the down arrow key and minus 20. Okay, so we don't even need those, but let's just test it first. Start the program, hit the ball, and so the hippo moves pretty quickly. We can even, at this rate, looks like it's never going to be hit. Right, we can also make the 20 change back to 10 because it's in a forever loop, so it's going to move pretty quickly no matter which key we push. So yeah, but you notice that the same constraint that the ball is only one copy of ball we have, and each time I hit the space key it takes long and I cannot just keep hitting the space key and getting more balls, right? So let's resolve that. So the way we make multiple copies of the same object in Scratch is we go to the code first of the ball, and then I'll say each time I hit the space key, make a copy. Keep this code for the movement on the side for now. And I'm going to say when space key is pressed, make a copy of the ball. Okay, so let's see where the ball is. It's sitting here, and now I will say when I hit the space key, go to control block, and all the way down, I say create a clone of myself. And I'm sure you've heard the word clone somewhere in biology, where they actually cloned a sheep called Dolly. So cloning basically means just creating an exact copy of an object which looks and behaves exactly the same way. And in biology and in Scratch as well, we have the same concept. So I say when I hit the space key, see this code is executing, if you can see the yellow thing there, but there's no ball. You can see because they're all being created in the same place. So there are multiple copies there, right? So there are multiple copies behind each time I hit the space. So what do we do with those multiple copies is we say when I start as a clone, now I need to give behavior to my clones. So when I start as a clone, then I need to do all that movement that I designed for my original ball, right? So origin ball now has only one role to make copies of itself, and then it just stays there. And I will say when I start as a clone, go to this place and show yourself, blah, 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 do all of that and hit the hippo or hit the wall. Okay, code is cleaned up. But there's one thing that we need to notice, however, that this is a clone that we are using, so we don't need to do this hiding thing here. If you go to code for the clones, you see delete this clone a block there. We can just say after it's done moving, and if it hits the wall, delete it, or if it hits the hippo, then delete it. And we can just put this if touching hippo inside the movement as well, actually. So if it hits the hippo, we just take care of this here, and we say if you hit the hippo, hide. No hide, sorry, we don't need hide anymore. We just throw away the hide and say change hits by 1 and delete this clone. And you will notice some problem with the increase of the variable. And one more thing that we will look at it right when we test it. So let's just test it first. Start the program, and I will shoot, and you notice like with the space key, the number of clones that I am actually producing here is just very inconsistent, uneven. So we can just change because space key is pressed in a different way compared to all the other keys. How about since I'm pushing from the I could just use an X key for now. So if I say X key, make clone for myself. So start again. Hits is X 0 now. and I can go up and down and dodge it. And let's get hit first a few times, and notice 4, 5. If I do too many clones, I'm actually not sure like if my numbers are going up properly. So we can also count how many clones we have actually produced till now, so we can check if there is a problem with the number of hits that I'm recording. Okay, so if it's too much, then we need to take care of that. So I'm going to say each time I start as a clone, change the value of clones by 1. In the beginning, reset it to 0, just like all other variables. So test again. Start, clones are 0, hits are 0. Then let's get hit. So I'm using X key and I'm not moving up and down. So hits 1, clones 2, hits 2. And if I do too many, then so no problem right now. So I think we are okay. So there's one more thing we can do to the hippo. If you look at the costumes for hippo, let's start the program first. So hippo can actually also move its wings around. So it might be fun to just use those movements. I can say go to looks for costumes, and we actually don't need these 2 blocks, remember? Or yeah, let's just throw that out because we are happy with that. And we can say next costume each time I move up, next costume each time I move down. So let's see if that what that look like moving, right? Bit more interesting. All right, so I think we are good for now, and let's see one more time, test it. I'm using X key to shoot, move to up and down, and I'm recording. And if you don't want to show your any variable value on the stage, you can just go here and uncheck them. So hits if you want to see, clones if you don't want to see. Okay, save now and clean up your code. Go here, clean up. There's one more thing that you can write. You can say add comment, and if related to anything, if you want to make a note here for yourself, if you come later and see what you were doing or any special algorithm you may have used in your program, you can save your comments here. I will just write an email that you can send me questions to if you ever have any questions, and you can either comment on the video itself or you can send me email there. Okay, so that's just how you will write your comments, and you can click here the comments, you can move them around, you can shrink them if you want. Okay, so go just here. Cool. So we're done for today, and I will see you in the next video.